It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Wentz now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete to open things up.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, here's Taylor. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Running right through him. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down at 4. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Moss. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. They will run with Singletary. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
We're scoreless after 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Going with Moss on the ground. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And now they'll throw with Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, it's Moss again. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Zach Moss, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Wentz to throw. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Wentz will give to Taylor on the draw. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wentz again. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. He'll go right back to Beasley. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now, after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Allen now looks to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The Sanders has got it complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. On the handoff, it's Moss. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Zach Moss, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change? Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Gregory Rousseau. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Wentz. Rolling to his right. Gregory Rousseau able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
From his end zone, it's Wentz on 3rd and long. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Yeah, they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, Singletary. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. On second down, here's a run with Moss. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Singletary, they'll run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Gregory Rousseau in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gregory Rousseau. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Wentz, he's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Here we go.
On play action, Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this